Okay.
Yep.
Court does call the case, People versus Lawrence Pack.
Ready, Your Honor. Your Honor, Joe Simon on behalf of Mr. Peck. Mr. Peck, state your name.
Lawrence Peck.
Your Honor, we did resolve this case. You may remember from last week, you have the sort of the companion. They were of the same incident, the OWI matter and this, but they were opened separately because one ripened before the other. And that's why I tried to see if it was possible we could, like.
I know what you were saying. It wasn't going to happen.
Well, that's all right. I'm just trying to help Your Honor. But really, the agreement is for both dispositions. We are going to resolve the case for Your Honor, condition on my client's acceptance and participation in sobriety court. He's already been accepted. He was screened and accepted. And this is part of that as well. So I kind of scratched the other part of the OWVI second off that form. I guess we'll take care of that. I think that's November 6th that we're before Your Honor. 5th.
Yeah. All right. So this form reads that he'll be pleading to an added count 2 of attempted resisting and obstructing the 1-year offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count 1, the resisting and obstruction will be dismissed. Defendant is agreeing to participate in the 15th District Court sobriety court. That's the court's
true.
full understanding of the agreement. Although the larger agreement may be that he's also going to plead to the other matter.
Which would be reduced to an impaired second, but also condition on participation in sobriety court. And that is correct. All of that is true.
Is that correct from the people's standpoint?
Yes, sir.
All right, may I have him sworn, please?
Mr. Haynes, do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Will you state your name?
Lawrence Peck.
All right, sir, it is this court's understanding in this case, you're going to plead guilty to the charge of attempted resisting and obstructing. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year incarceration and $1,000 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead? And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
You went through an advice of rights form and signed an advice of rights form. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights, which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, I am.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
And you're doing this voluntarily
Yes.
of your own free will
Yes, Your Honor.
and because you believe that you're guilty of this offense, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the date of July 2nd, 2025, at the location of Oak Valley Drive, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, did you come into contact with officers from the Pittsfield Township Police Department?
Yes, Your Honor.
What happened when you did?
Uh,
Did you pull away from them when they tried to arrest you?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay, they were trying to arrest you and you're not challenging that they were acting lawfully, right?
I am not.
Okay. And when they were trying to arrest you, you pulled away from them. Is that correct?
Yes, I did.
All right. Sir, if I do accept your plea, I have to advise you that if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules between the time of the plea and the time of sentencing, that the court would no longer be bound by any evaluation or sentence recommendation. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And you would not be allowed to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, and go ahead.
There's one more thing that I did. I still think it was the right thing, but maybe the court will think otherwise. I had him fill out a sentencing judge waiver. Even though it's a Pittsfield case, I believe the idea was to administer both probations through 15th District Court sobriety court. Both matters. Now, I don't know if that needs to be done or some of that. That's why I have. It's the same.
I mean, it's okay that it's here. I'm going to set this before me because, and I don't mind moving it to another. I don't mind doing any of that. I just don't know that that's how it happens with a non-alcohol case. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
trying to figure out.
We
how-
did fill out a memorandum of understanding and on their end, they told us that was fine. But since we're going to keep the November 5th date anyway, is it possible that you could set this sentencing for November 5th and we'll figure that out? In other words, he doesn't have to be sentenced that day. You know what I mean?
I got you. Yeah, that's fine.
'Cause that
Well,
way I think we'll just figure it all out then.
all right. Are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which had led to this plea?
No, no, Your
All right, and have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty. In this case, pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered. Do with that what you will. I'm going to set the sentencing for November 5th, right? November 5th, 2025, 9 a.m., just special time.
And Your Honor, I know this is going to sound even more complicated, but you had already approved some travel from my client. So it's really unlikely he'll make a PSI before that November date. And I know I requested that, but
Why does he make things so complicated?
I'm not trying to make judicial
You're
economy
making everything
easier for Your
Look,
Honor.
I know he won't be here because I gave him
Yeah,
permission to
right,
travel.
right. So, but I just want to make sure that we know that. But anyway, I think that we'll be able to figure it all out on November 5th. Thank you, Your Honor.
Good afternoon again. Your Honor, Logan Sizemore appearing with and on behalf of Trista Bonitz. I want to thank the court for recalling the case.
Oh, not a problem. I say those things about you about yelling at the prosecutor, but I can do this because, you know, I have the highest of respect for you. So,
Thank you. The feeling is mutual.
all right. I have a plea form in front of me that indicates that the defendant would be pleading guilty to the charge of disorderly person, a 90-day offense. Upon her successful plea to that charge, count one would be dismissed. That is the court's full understanding of the.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Bonitz, if you could please raise your right hand. There you go. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God? Oh, you're muted.
Yes, sorry, Your Honor.
Okay, that's not a problem. Okay, state your name again for the record, please.
Trista Bonitz.
Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of disorderly person. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days, $500 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes,
Still wish to plead guilty?
yes,
All right, to that charge, how do you plead?
guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes,
You signed an advice of rights form with permission. You gave your counsel permission to sign your name to an advice of rights form.
yes,
You went through those rights.
yes,
Do you have any question regarding any of those rights?
no,
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're waiving or giving up those rights?
yes,
All right. You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
yes,
Are you on probation or parole?
I believe so.
You think so? Okay, well, let me ask you this. Do you have any other charges or any other court that you're
Oh,
required to
no.
report to? All right.
No.
Have you ever been in prison?
No,
Okay, then you're not on probation or parole. Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
no,
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you in any way?
no,
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
yes,
And also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense, ma'am?
yeah,
Okay.
yes,
August 6, 2025, at the location of 1681 Coburn Court, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, were, as you're pleading to the count two, had you been drinking?
I had a drink, yes, at my
All
house.
right. At your house. Okay. At
May I
some
assist?
point, yes, please, Mr. Seisler, I appreciate it.
Trista, at some point you had verbal altercation with your neighbor, is that right?
Yes,
And you were outside in public during that altercation?
yes,
And at least at some point during that altercation, you were loud and you created a disturbance outside, is that right?
yes,
I'm satisfied if the court is your honor.
All right. Ma'am, if I accept your plea, if between the time of your plea and the time of your sentencing, you commit misconduct as defined in the Michigan court rule, you would not be entitled to, nor would the court be bound by any sentence evaluation and or recommendation, and you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
yes.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No,
And have I complied with the court rule, and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, sir.
yes, your honor.
All right, court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count two. Count one is dismissed.
Would the court consider immediate sentencing, your honor?
I was just about to say something. God, he's like in my head. All right.
No objection.
You have no objection to that? Okay. Yes, I would. Ma'am, is there anything you or your counsel want to say before I do impose sentence?
If I may, your honor.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, your honor, Dr. Benitez is a resident out in Los Angeles, California. She has moved to California and I believe intends to stay in California. This was an isolated incident. She was moving to California the next day and got a little caught up in the celebrating and had a bad day. I'm asking the court to consider fines and costs for her.
All right. Doctor, anything? I'm sorry, I was describing you as ma'am. I should have your official title, doctor. Anything you want to tell me?
Well, thank you, Your Honor. No, I just very much would love to return to the work I'm doing here, here in Boyle Heights, working as a physician. So I'm deeply sorry about what happened, and I look forward to returning to the work that's needed here.
Gotcha. All right. Fines and costs of $250, 90 days in jail, suspended. When do you think you can get that paid?
Today.
Okay. You'll probably have to wait till tomorrow, and then you can probably do that online. It'll be entered into our system. All right.
All right. Thank you,
So
Your
I'll just
Honor.
put that down. You're all set. Thank you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
your honor.
thank you.
Pleasure seeing you.
Good seeing you too, sir. Take care. Your name?
Terrence Smith.
All right. I have a plea form. Is that what we're doing today?
That's correct, Your Honor. There's two different things on it, and I don't want to hide the lead. There is a violation as well. That should be in the file.
That's correct, Your Honor. Defense counsel, I did have a chance to discuss that. I told Mr. Turkis I wasn't sure if the court would want to move forward with the plea today.
I'm not going to want to.
Regarding the violation, there would be an admission. And with that admission, he has worked with CMH and gotten into additional programming. He was dropped off here today by
My counselor.
and he wants to continue to have negative tests, but obviously there's the positive test that just happened.
Well, the problem that I have is that the last testing that he has, he's been unable, then he missed a sample on October 6th. I'll accept his admission, but then on October 6th, he's negative, but then he just comes back positive for cocaine.
There was issues with his rent, and he's worked with his counselor. And he also wants to address the court.
Go ahead. Well, I think he's. Go ahead. What do you want to tell me?
As far as what I can tell you, being bluntly honest. Well, I had a eviction on my door because I had my son living with me. So after that, I got that fixed. I got that fixed October the 7th, I think. But I was going through a bad time situation. So I take full accountability for the situation that happened. But when it comes down to, I got a bleeding ulcer. So when I called Cheryl, I told her I couldn't make it in because I was going through a bad spot, but she didn't answer the phone. So I still came in. And I tried to use the bathroom. I got bipolar depression, anxiety. I waited a whole hour. And because she told me I can wait in there. So I waited an hour in there sitting, and I still couldn't use the bathroom because of my respiratory system. So it's been going bad, but it's getting better because ever since that I've been coming to drop, I was using alcohol, but ever since I've been coming to drop, I haven't used no alcohol. So my body is getting better. So when I went in on October the 15th, I dropped, and like I said, I take full responsibility for the situation that happened, but I have been clean, but I went through a rough patch, a little episode. So, I mean, I'm just being honest. I take full accountability. I made a mistake. I went down there, I told my counselor. So my counselor, they didn't want me to ride the bus. So they brought me here.
You have an upcoming appointment?
She made an appointment for CMH to get, I got an appointment for CMH to go in there and talk to them. She said she's going to stay there for like 4 or 5 days from now because I had to come to court. She wanted to take me today, but instead she had to bring me here.
What's your appointment date?
She says she's going to put it, she put it in the system, but she says she's going to get it on her.
Where did the cocaine come from?
Well, to be honest.
Okay, let's start there.
Yeah, being honest, like I said, I've been doing, Your Honor, I'm being honest. I want to be honest. I've been doing fine. I picked up a little weight, like Miss Marilyn, my landlord, she said, you've been doing fine. But I just got into a bad spot in my life. And I'm just being honest. I just want to be honest. I don't want to lie to nobody. And then I made a mistake. I just made a mistake. But after that, I've been going down there talking to my counselor every day. And everything's going swell because they're keeping tabs on me. They do wellness checks at my house because of my bipolar. But what happened was I had got around, but I'm taking accountability, but I had just got around the wrong people when I went out and was hanging out. The one time I did hang out, and lately I'm an introvert, so I just be in the house. So I just got beside myself. I'm just being honest, but my counselor's been with me every day now, and I've been staying in the house, and she's taking me to community health, and everything's going well. Ms. Marilyn, my landlord, she's been coming up checking on me, and everything's been going well. They take me to the grocery store.
Your Honor, if I can just add in here, he had 4 negative tests. There were the 2 that you indicated, the refusals. He somewhat explained that he had a missed sample. He was negative, and then we had the relapse. So there's, other than the unable or refusing, he is testing negative. There was the most recent test that was positive. What I'd be asking the court today would be if he can get another negative in between now and the next court date. Obviously, that's a very good indication that he is telling the truth and he had a bad night with the positive test. But
I went and told my counselor, and because I quit drinking alcohol, and like I said, I've been gaining weight. I've been doing everything good. And I went and told Miss Jenna and Miss Marilyn. And after that, they've been coming to check on me every single day. And I go downstairs, I play ping pong, dominoes, and they read books with me. And I've been doing everything right. And I called my mom. My mom said, dress nice and be honest to you because you're a good judge. So I just came here. And I'm just being honest. I don't want to lie.
I know, but I still don't know where the cocaine came from.
Were you hanging out around with people?
I really don't never leave out the house. Can I be honest with you? Okay, my brother had a heart attack, right? This ain't about my brother though. My brother had a heart attack. So what happened was I ended up catching the bus on my way to go see him downtown in Arbor. On my way to go see him. Didn't make it to go see my brother when he came out of coma. Because I get downtown, like my mom don't let me ride the bus. I get downtown, see some guys I know. before you know it, this the situation to end up. Boom, my mom called me, tell me, get back home. I go home, and I've been in the house ever since, besides just doing a report. Because I really don't never come out the house. Because after what happened to my brother when they killed my brother. So I really just don't like to be out the house. I got caught in a bad spot around the wrong people. And that won't happen again. I promise, I give you my word on
All
that.
right, I'm done.
I
I'm gonna revoke his bond. I'll adjourn it out to next week.
Okay.
And so I'll adjourn it out to the 30th, 2025. And maybe by that time you can give me a straight answer. I'm not gonna take his plea today. I'll hold on.
no, I said I did wrong, Your Honor.
Defendant is admitted to the violation. Defendant's remanded.
Man,
Southbound.
we'll come back. We'll do
All right, can you grab my jacket right there? Yep.
I'll come and see you in custody.
Sure.
Plea form,
Huh? Well, no, let me give it back to you, 'cause I don't know what
that
to
sounds
do.
serious.